When I was a kid, you would have never thought that I was trans. I mean, I love playing in the woods, building forts, having Nerf battles, and oh, don't even get me started on LEGO Star Wars. I mean, come on, I played baseball for Christ's sake. All my friends were boys, and I absolutely hated anything girly. Honestly, even I have no idea how things ended up this way. But if the kid version of me saw me now, he'd be absolutely shocked. And then again, I was also suffering from severe dissociation, and it probably didn't help that I was amnesic about most of my trauma, so there's a good chance that my brain was just protecting me from the dysphoria, but who knows, right? Trans people are typically subjected to much more strict standards for gender roles than cis people are. And it's to the point that it sometimes feels like you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. You want to wear more feminine clothes? You better look absolutely flawless, because otherwise people will treat you like you have a bomb strapped to your chest. You want to dress down and just wear a hoodie? Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you wanted to be a girl. A lot of cis people look at trans people and see something black and white, when in reality, we are just as complex as they are. I mean, that doesn't stop them from forgetting how to treat a person the second a walks into their vicinity. It's honestly like we're walking cognito hazards or something, but I digress. I've learned to just stop giving a shit about what cis people think, because they could never really understand what kind of life I live. You can't judge what you don't know. And because I live my life for myself, I'm not gonna listen to anything they have to say about my experience. Now, all that being said, being a trans tomboy is not something I would recommend. If you want to confuse the fuck out of a cis person, just put a trans woman that doesn't conform to gender roles in front of them, and their entire head will explode. I've never learned how to do makeup, I've only ever worn a dress in public once. I just like what I like. Honestly, I don't really get why we as trans people try to enforce strict gender roles on ourselves and on each other, because in my opinion, that just plays right into the same toxic standards that cis people play into. Now, I'm not saying it's bad for a trans woman to be feminine. The expression of a person's gender is personal to them and them alone. But as for myself, I like being a tomboy, and if I could live my entire childhood over again, I wouldn't change the interests I had, or my personality. I mean, sure, I'd want to be a girl, but the idea of being a rough and tumble kid who liked Legos and crushing people in Super Smash Bros. As myself makes me feel like I have to live as myself now for that kid. But what exactly is myself? When I think about who I am on the inside, I don't really see a very feminine girl, and that probably has a lot to do with my experiences. You see, when I was growing up, I liked what I liked because I thought it was okay to like it. There were always feminine things that I wanted to get into, but I never felt that I was safe enough to do so. It got to a point where anytime I was accused of being feminine or treated like a girl by my friends, I would feel a deep sense of shame and humiliation, because I knew that I wasn't supposed to be that way. All that being said, the feminine parts of my nature were never killed, thankfully, and now I'm getting the chance to explore those parts of myself. But as I said before, I still would have liked a lot of boyish things. Like, I really don't think that there was any stopping me from obsessing over Lego Ninjago. When I found out that Lloyd's bum ass, of all people, was the Green Ninja, I was fuming. I'm still upset for Kai to this day. Other than that, I said that as a kid, I liked boyish things like Nerf guns and Lego Star Wars. Spare me! But now, well, I guess I'm still figuring that part out, but to be honest with you, it doesn't really seem like I'm into that many things. I don't really have a lot of energy, and my memories are dreamlike due to dissociation, so trying to remember a narrative of what I've been interested in is like trying to do trigonometry. I will say that for the first time in my life, most of my friends are not boys, and let me tell you, I absolutely prefer being friends with girls over guys. I'm not saying that guys are like this, or even most of them, but a lot of them do this weird thing where they think the entire world revolves around them and their struggles. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a relationship with a guy where he placed all this weight on every action he made. Like he had the entire weight of the world on his shoulders. Like, come on Brody, it's not that serious. Plus, a lot of the time, they start treating me like I'm their girlfriend without any of the sexual shit. So I'd honestly just prefer to not touch that with a 10-foot pole. Anyways, I still want to get into a lot of things like martial arts, and I want to go back to building Lego, but on a much larger scale. I still have a lot of male brain interests, which confused the fuck out of my parents by the way, but honestly, I really wouldn't change a thing about myself when it comes to how I express my gender, because despite what a lot of people have told me to my face, I'm still a girl, and I will always be a girl, so why be insecure about what I like? I truly believe that the process of all of humanity being more mature is that we're basically slowly unclenching our assholes over the course of thousands of years. And it's no different on an individual level. I used to be really stressed out because I thought I had to change all of my interests and personality if I wanted to fit in as a trans girl. But now, all these years into my transition, I can honestly say that I'm past the giving a fuck phase. I can say with absolute confidence that some cis people will be in the comments being all like, well, if you like boy things so much, why didn't you just stay a boy? Completely missing the point yet again. Such is the life of a poor cis person. But anyways, that's about all I have to say. Go watch my other videos. Bye! Hey, what's up everybody? If you liked the video, you should consider subscribing and liking the video and making a comment. Maybe tell me like what your gender expression is or something. I need the views, okay? I need the engagement. I have to get more. I have to get more. I need more. I need more!